Knuckles.
That's interesting.
Go throw some taking at your friends. How about some gambit? You're just standing there. Reef still going to hell? Wasn't the greatest place before. Definitely don't want to live
What's up, Brock? Can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry, hold on one second.
Oh, no worries.
there. Need to find me some.
I had my wrong headphones plugged in.
Guess what I'm doing right now, for the record?
What are you doing? Charging your sword?
No, streaming on YouTube.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm testing it to see if we can start doing it for the raid, the clan raids.
Are you just streaming whatever bullshit you're doing?
I mean, I guess in theory your voice is probably in there right now. If anyone's
Oh, sorry,
watching,
guys.
which I nobody is because I've told no one that I am streaming. So I just wanted to first see how it affected the gameplay of the actual Stadia game before I even bothered to kind of go forward.
Dude, sorry. I'm glad no one is hearing my voice on YouTube. I was just doing that contact event thing, whatever, just to finish my shit. I don't have any good way to actually pierce. The weapon I'm using just doesn't get it fucking done. Barrier champion.
What weapon are you using?
I'm gonna look here. I don't like it. Is the short answer.
I just got a breakneck from the Drifter, which I think is supposed to be decent. I think it's my first breakneck, but I'm kind of interested to try this one out. It came masterworked, which is nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm using a half Dan D.
Oh, yeah. I don't like that weapon either. You
It's
know
not-
what's good? If you have, do you have a Reckless Oracle? That's pretty good.
I don't know that I do.
It's like a Void 720, or what else is good? I think people like there's a solar one that's kind of in the same. Actually, it might be a 600, but I think it's Valkadin or Valakadin or something like that.
Oh yeah, okay.
I think people like that.
gotten
Like
those.
if you're looking, especially sometimes it's if for a certain raid or a certain event, like solar shields can be a real issue. So that one is solar, which is there's not that many good. I don't think auto rifles that are solar, so that's maybe a good option. I use Gnawing Hunger primarily for a energy auto, but that one's a little. I think you have to get it from the Drifter through either Gambit or Reckoning. I'm not really sure which one. I ended up with it one day, but I'm not 100% sure where I even got it.
You say I actually don't think that I have that one. What are you trying to get into?
I don't know. I just logged on. I was gonna kind of clean up, go to the postmaster, clean up stuff there, clean out the vault a little bit, and then I think people were trying to do maybe a higher level ordeal a little bit later. But I think in the meantime, I'm just gonna get some bounties and work on some bounties and not do anything too special. I think.
I'm gonna run strikes here, whatever. I'm open to strikes.
Do you want to run an ordeal or what kind? Because you already have all the playlist ones you need, right?
Well, I didn't get like whatever. What did we have to kill? Not Hive, Swarm. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I didn't get like that shit, but
Gotcha. God damn it! Why are trace rifles all of a sudden? All these bounties related to trace rifles.
I know. I think I told you I don't even have a fucking trace rifle. Just like insult to injury.
I have to say, I'm not sure if this is streaming, but if it is, I can't even tell. I'm gonna actually pull up YouTube on a second browser and see. Like, if it is streaming, that's kind of amazing.
Sometimes an engram is the key.
Oh, we sucked at contact once again.
How far'd you get?
I think I'm just gonna get bullshit. Yeah, nothing good. I think I'm just gonna get bullshit. Yeah, nothing good. Can you hear me? I think I'm just.
Say that again.
Actually, I could hear myself.
Yeah, I was pulling. So it is going. I mean, it's kind of amazing that it works. Like I said, when I'm playing the game, I thought maybe it'd be real laggy, or because it's like kind of basically sending back up a bunch of shit to the server, which is like in principle is annoying because it's like I'm getting shit from Google, processing it on my computer, and sending it right back to Google, and it's like the whole point of Stadia is that you guys would just do this. I shouldn't have to do this on my computer at all. But here we are, so whatever. Let me clean up shit for like 5 minutes, and I'd jump into some. If we're gonna do ordeals with some other dudes later, it's probably not that crucial anyway, to be honest. So strikes in general. Let me check my.
I mean, I don't really care either. I'll do whatever. Like if you want to run Gambit or something, I'd run Gambit. Or I'm just cleaning up some bounties. Like in theory, I want to do.
Oh, you know what? Gambit would be a good idea. If we crush some Gambit for 3 or 4 games, I could probably get this stupid bounty done. I have 7 hours. I might be grinding some Gambit until try to get that stupid thing done. You still hear me?
It's fine.
Oh
yeah, no, I'm totally fine with that. I'm gonna try. I've got one bounty that I'm really close on. You just need a fucking couple of Cabal kills to just clear it. So I'm gonna go fucking hunt them down and go back to the tower. So I need probably 5 minutes as well.
Yeah, no worries. Sounds good. I got a nice roll with the 7th Seraph shotgun. Have you ever used that?
A Seraph shotgun?
A 7th Seraph shotgun?
Yeah, I like them alright. They're fine. It's not my favorite 7th Seraph weapon.
What have you been using? What 7th Seraph do you like? None of them I was like blown over by, I don't think. Bowled over?
I kind of like the machine gun. I mean, not like the greatest thing I've ever used, but...
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I don't, honestly, I think there's a lot of cases where, like, so, like, I have a 7, or a, not 7 Seraph, what is it? Oh, the Hawthorne's shotgun. And then I have the Parcel of Stardust, and they're archetypally basically identical. And even if you load one, you know how, like, you can hit Q in your loadout screen, and it'll kind of compare the stats, and it'll show, like, what stat categories, one stat category to another. And if I pull it up and like review the stat categories, they are practically identical. Like any differences are super minor. And for some reason, I just like the Parcel like a little bit better. And it's like I don't know that there's like a really good reason that should be the case.
I don't know that that's like honestly, some of the weapons just feel different.
Right, yeah, and I think that's it, right? It's just kind of like that's exactly what it feels like to me too. Where it's like, oh, this weapon just seems sort of, I don't know, like it shouldn't be the case that it's massively more powerful, but regularly for the feel, it feels like if I'm taking a boss down or like a champion down, it'll take like 1 fewer shots, and I think it's just I feel more comfortable, so I'm getting more headshots or whatever with it, or whatever. There's not really a good other reason why that would be the case, but it does seem to be the case for me.
Yeah. Pretty wild, actually. Like,
yeah,
well, I guess isn't that part of the criticism right now? Like, there's too much weapon diversity or whatever.
Probably. I mean, that's realistically, I think. I mean, honestly, the complaints are always so like sort of scattershot. It's like half the time it's like I'm not quite sure what everybody is annoyed about, and I guess part of it is like. it's probably not fair to come into a game that's 5 years old in year 4.5 and be like, what's the big deal? Like, this isn't repetitive, because it's like, well, these people have been just spending a lot more time in this universe than I have. But like there's always bitching about this or that or the next thing, and it's like I don't know. At some point, if you like the game, play it, and if you don't like the game, I don't know. There's a fucking 1,000 other games out there. But there's this weird element where it's kind of like people don't want to leave the game, so they just bitch that Bungie isn't doing what they want, and it's like. Everyone can critique anything they want. Oh, I wish this was like this way, but there's like these ongoing drum beats of like, oh, Bungie never takes criticism and never sort of incorporates feedback. And it's like, if you feel that way, why are you still on this game? There's a bunch of other, great games out there.
Yeah, it's like too true, right? Like there's so much fucking content. Like probably in almost any exercise, you should never settle for something you're fucking angry about all the time. But at the same time, there's like humankind. We just do this shit to ourselves. Right.
Well, and I think gamers especially tend to be for lack of a better way to put it, just sort of an entitled set of folks, where it's just kind of like, again, like if there's an issue and you're kind of like, oh, just sort of an entitled set of go away, voice. Sorry, I was getting my own voice in when I was checking this YouTube stream. But it's like there's a shitload of bitching about really minute stuff from video gamers, and it's like this nerd set just figures out shit to bitch about all the time, it seems like.
The schematics for this structure do not fill me with renewed confidence.
Oh, that's not what it is. You ever try to use finishers and then accidentally hit your stupor instead?
I actually remapped my finisher to my mouse middle, like the mouse wheel click.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me that.
And it's not that I don't hit the wrong button to do my super once in a while, because that still certainly happens, but it's generally not when I'm trying to do finishers.
It strikes me as a little bit odd that you can melee with a Titan. You can melee a normal enemy and kill them in one hit, but you can't just use your super right away on them.
Say that one more time.
Like you can kill somebody melee in one hit, but it won't let you use the super because they're like not close enough to dead. Not super, excuse me.
Oh,
finisher.
I know. Yeah, when they're. It's actually gotten me into trouble that I've had to like kind of I guess change my strategy a little bit. I used to think if you could finish someone, like if the computer's saying, oh, this guy is finishable, that is exactly the same as the computer saying this guy can be meleeed, like one melee and he's dead, and that is not the case. Where I've gone up and meleeed guys just sort of as a matter of habit, and they don't go down, where if I just finished them instead, they would have gone down, and I've gotten killed by dudes because I meleeed them and they didn't die, and then they came back when I could have just finished them.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah, a little bit. I'm gonna go in and try this breakneck weapon.
Oh, fuck. Understood this. Okay, damn it. I'm sitting running around fucking hitting. I'm sitting here fucking hitting everybody with finishers and not realizing that it's only Cabal that I need to finish.
What, specifically Cabal finishers?
Yeah.
Like, whatever, it's not that big an issue or whatever, but I find the really specific bounty shit just kind of annoying.
Mm. You're gonna love the new season stuff if you haven't been looking at those bounties.
Oh, by the way, I did put this link into the... just so like one or two people would see this stream and so they could tell me if it looked like crap or not. So, keep your normal racist and homophobic language to yourself for a while.
What did you rate the channel? Like, G, PG?
I think there is a thing where you have to like declare if it's meant for children, which I think is straight out of like the COPPA Act or some Child Online Privacy Act or something.
I hope you said this is definitely not
Looks
meant
like
for
the
children.
Fallen are bringing in a glimmer drill. Keep a sharp lookout.
It's nothing about my language that is for children.
Right?
A glimmer mining group. Shut them down.
Oh god, it's just
Heading to another site. How close are you? Just curious, I'll pop back to the tower whenever, but I'm gonna working on
I
something
probably need
else.
to go back to the tower anyway. I'm just fucking around on doing a public event in the EDZ.
Ah, easy. We do it in a merger event.
Damn it.
Mining glimmer without a drill?
Did not get a
Clearly
heroic
someone
somehow.
worth
I must have
watching,
missed one.
and I flatter myself that I might be the same to you. Stop by.
Right now.
What's that?
So you headed back to the tower now?
Yeah. It's weird.